So I've been single for 9 years, just raising my kids and not dating. And I had a dream this week that I had a boyfriend, a very handsome celebrity actually. And we were at Disneyland on Main Street, my most favorite place in the entire world. And he was wearing this light blue Disneyland Christmas spirit jersey. And the cool part was that he was more excited about me than I was about him. I felt peaceful, not the usual anxious butterflies that I used to get when I was dating before I healed. I just felt really safe and happy, and so I knew I had to talk about it with my therapist. And so I tell her about my dream, and she goes, "Well, Jessica, have you thought about opening yourself back up to dating?" And I laughed because she knows everything I'm going through right now. And I said, absolutely not. Maybe in a year. My life is a mess right now. I own a 5-acre property. I'm working more than full-time in sales, but I'm making a third of what I used to in this economy. I'm trying to pay my mortgage. I'm a landlord of an apartment, and my house is under construction that's gone completely sideways. I'm helping my young adult kids launch. I have a teenage son who needs me to be his anchor because I'm the only parent that is. And on top of all that, we just lost my dad. And he died right in front of us from cancer at hospice in my house. We are all traumatized right now, and we are all grieving through all of this chaos. And I said to her, with my free time, the last thing I want to do is put all of my resources, my time, my energy, and my empathy into another person. I want that little bit that's left over for me. So no, not now, maybe next year. And she said something I did not see coming. She said, "Why do you think a relationship would be all your resources going outwards? Why couldn't a man's presence be resources coming back into you and filling up your cup?" And I just sat there in silence because I've done so much therapy. I help other women recognize emotional abuse and finding their happy place. But I don't know that I actually realized that my whole model of dating is that I pour out, that I give. And then she said, "Jessica, that's not how it's supposed to be." And I know that opens up a whole nother conversation, like, do men like that even exist? The ones that add to your life instead of draining it? So here's what I need. If you are in a relationship with a man where it's not a one-way street, where he actually fills up your cup, will you tell us in the comments? Because a lot of us have never had that, and we do need to hear it's real. Or maybe you're like me and you've never experienced that. You've only ever been the one pouring out. Because I think there's a lot of us. For the first half of my life, I thought that love was earned. And now I know it's supposed to be shared. And maybe I don't even have to wait until my life is in a mess. Because I know now that I'm generous and kind and genuine and fun. And the whole point is finding someone who cherishes that, not someone who uses it.